guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a review of the Polka Tarot of Marseille. Le Tarot de Marseille par Polka. Trying to say it correctly. So I have taken the cards already out of the box, but I purchased it from a website, a French website. I think you can only buy it from the French website, but I'll put the link down below where I got it. And at first I was like, because I didn't get a confirmation email. So I emailed a couple days later. I was like, hey, I didn't get a confirmation email. And they're like, oh yes, we got your email. And we'll be sending the deck out in a couple of days. And I was like, oh, okay. And then in a couple of weeks, actually maybe like a week and a half, I got the deck. So I was really happy with it. And actually, I have Simon from the Hermit's Cave to blame because I saw him talking about it and showing off some of the cards, and I was like, ooh, really? So this is the little white book that comes inside. And by the way, this is just your standard little tuck box here, you know, in case you were interested. It's not really that flimsy, so it like actually protects the cards, but one side is all in French and the other side is in English, because at first I was like, oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, there's Google Translate. Most languages we can kind of figure out now, but it goes into the major arcana and kind of how in Marseille, how it's maybe a little bit different than, you know, like your Rider-Waite-Smith and things like that. So then it goes into the minor arcana and like what they represent, how to play the game, the tarot game, and all these different types of spreads that you can do with Marseille. I found that to be really interesting. Some of it's like really detailed, and I'm like, And then going into the meaning of the, like deeper in the meanings of the major arcana, and then it will go into the minor arcana. And then that is the end of the English section. So just talking about other decks that are made by Grimmaud Cartomancy and all of that awesomeness. And then, like I said, the other side is in French. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in here. And there was a title card that came with the deck, and that is here. Le Tarot de Marseille par Polka. So cardstock is pretty nice. It's your standard tarot size. And it's got a somewhat of a sheen to it, but I wouldn't say it's like super glossy. Pretty, like it's got a nice thickness to it. You guys can kind of see that. But if I get it nice and close to the images on here, like how cool is that, the little skulls? And it's got that whole umbilical cord thing, which you guys will see throughout the cards. That connectedness. I like that umbilical. And at first I thought they were intestines, and then Simon was like, no, it's an umbilical. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. But you can see like the umbilical here, you know, in the title card. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back in the box. And I'm going to grab the cards. So here they are. And there you go. I'm going to put these at an angle so that there isn't a shine on there. Okay, so yes, you will have to know your Roman numerals. And they'll be on the sides here. So it's got the Marseille elements, but obviously, you know, the flair. And then this is one of the extra cards that I love. I think that is so cool. It's like Pip-ish. You know how Marseille is. It is Pip cards, but it's like Pip-ish. Oops. Sorry about that. Like some people are kind of grossed out. They're like, is those intestines? Is it umbilical cords? Like the faces, on the some of the characters, some people were like, I don't know how I'm feeling that, but I do. I find it to be really cheeky. Like, it's funny to me. Like, the even if I'm just reading the pips, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just, I don't know. We'll do like a little mini reading at the end, and I'll kind of show you, like, look, I mean, it's cute. It's funny. The, dinieri for eyes. Like, I love the oversized heads and the little hands. Like, I love the artwork. It's just so cute. She was a little too sharp-tongued. She got her head cut off. I think you have to have a sense of humor with this deck. Obviously, like, if you are a very traditional Marseille reader, and I don't consider myself like a super scholar when it comes to Marseille. I think this is the only Marseille deck that I own, and I've read up on it, so I can say that it follows some of the symbolism in the essence of Marseille, but it has its own kind of like quirky spin to it. I mean, right? Yeah. And for me, I'm like, I don't take it so serious. So we're like, oh my God, that's gore. That's what's going on. Yeah, it's just quirky. And I haven't read with this for anyone else except myself. Like, wow. Like, just being really raw. Like, this horse without its skin. Like, you can see how you can read into it even though it doesn't have a whole lot going on. And le papesse. I like this guy. He's just like vomiting coins. He's like, oh my God, I'm like so wealthy. I'm just, This is cool. The umbilical cords just connecting everyone and everything. Being cut off with the leg, Yes. Actually, I haven't worked with this in about a week or so, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick this back up again. The Emperor, Death, 5 of Wands. Everybody work together. Oh yes, the art. I love it. Okay, so let's give this a bit of a shuffle. A lot of people like to see how it shuffles. Like butter, people like butter. Okay, I'm going to pull, let's see. Yeah, let's do a mini reading. Let's just ask for a message that we all need at this time. No matter at what point in time somebody watches this video, I just ask for a general reading. So we'll go 1, 2, and 1 from the bottom, 3. So this will be like a little just general, what do we need to know right now? So we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. But with this 8 of Cups, you'll see here, normally it's, well, in Rider-Waite-Smith, that's like moving away, but if you think in numerology, 8 is infinity. Nothing is ever gone forever, or things like that. So here we have the blooming, the flower, and the vines, and that's I think very indicative of that. And then we have Reina du Bâton, so we have the Queen of Wands, which is like a nurturing energy, but still that fiery energy of moving forward, but without being erratic. Okay. And then we have le jugement. So the awakening. And here we have some people laughing at other people's awakenings because it's not always comfortable. And some people don't know how to react other than to laugh. You know, sometimes when you're like feeling awkward and you just laugh. Okay. So what I'm getting here, just for our little general reading, sorry, I'm trying to keep this straight for you, is emotionally, there are things in our life that obviously we can't hold on to everything, you know, in our lives. And the things that we do have to move away from, you could still take parts of it, like lessons that you learn from whatever it was that you're moving away from, a person, a situation, and you can nurture those lessons to help propel you forward. And that is what's going to make you, well, that's what creates more enlightened beings, is instead of just seeing situations as random things that happen and I'm not learning anything from it, like, oh, just whatever. You know, that doesn't help anybody. If you look at life as like a school, everything is a freaking lesson. So think of the things that maybe were a little crappy, people that you had to move away from, places you had to move away from, situations you had to get away from, and think of how you can nurture those lessons to help move you forward in your life, in certain areas of your life. And just know that this is going to aid you in your awakening, your knowing more about the world, more about yourself, being more woke, as they say. All right, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. That was Le Tarot de Marseille par Polka. And so hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe. And don't forget to click that ding, ding, ding notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading with me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. I have all my readings there. And pretty soon I will be moving my Etsy shop onto my website, where I will show my other things that I offer, like my bracelets, my salves, my sprays, and all that good stuff. But for right now, my website has all my readings just like my Etsy shop. And if you want me to use this particular deck in a reading, just let me know upon booking. And if you want to join the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot, that would be totally awesome. Because of my homies there, I am able to do a totally free 5 Elements meetup July 21st and 22nd. It's totally free. Get together, healing with the elements, eating good food, checking out sacred sites in San Diego for 2 days, meeting awesome people. And if you're interested in that, head over to my website, click on events, and check out the itinerary and see if you're interested. We'd love to have you. Donations are welcome, however, and work is well along the way in making my first oracle deck. It's called Wally's World, a healing journey through sacred sites. And because of my peeps on Patreon, that is going to become a reality, but I do need more support in order to get that off the ground eventually, and into production. But right now I'm in the creative process of making the cards. So anyway, that's it from me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out!